Hello everyone, this will be a very complete video explaining everything you need to know from the very basic to the best way to farm gold early game, build your characters, gear bracket and everything you need to know. Get ready to take note if you just started cause there's some very helpful informations over there that's gonna make your experience drastically better. For everyone that haven't played a game yet, this game is a PvPvE extraction game a bit like Dark and Darker. In a nutshell, you spawn randomly on the map alongside other players, you fight bosses, players, get loot, and try to extract before the time run out. There's two levels of difficulty, casual and classic, but I will advise you to stay on casual for a while, because well, classic is kind of tryhard. Let's get over the basic. You can craft 3 different pieces of heirloom. You start with the green quality, and you can upgrade it up to the purple quality. You got the legendary also, but you need an items you find in games in order to unlock it. In order to craft the items and to upgrade it, you need mats. These mats is by dismantling items you manage to get out with, a bit like Diablo. The alchemist is where you need to go to get your healing stuff and your flask. The flask is vital. The incendiary creates an area that burns the targets and also reduces the healing. Against life on it build, it's what you need to have. Thunderclap flask, it deals area damage of lightning and also slow the target. Very good to reach it. Stone shaping flask, create a wall in front of you. Yeah, you can be creative. Either escape or block the targets or share a team in two. Very good. Smoke screen, well, it just do smoke. Don't really like it. Can be useful, but yeah, I never use it. Flask of shielding is a must-have. Like before to engage in a fight, it's a good thing to pop it. 250 shield, really change the fight. For the merchant, it's basically just selling your treasure since everything that she sell is too expensive. You maybe want to buy the mithril dice because it save a piece of gear, but it's a bit expensive. The mithril token can replace the mats to craft your heirloom, but usually purchasing the items from the auction house and dismantling it is cheaper. Also buying the ore, it's more expensive from the shop than just purchasing the item from the auction house. The auction house in this game is a bit special. When you buy or sell an item, the stats get randomized, so you can just buy a bunch of them and resell it until you get the stats you need. But there's a 25% taxes from that, so it's a good money sink. You can also sell the items with the affix as long there's a set bonus. So an items with a set bonus and a best in slot affix will worth a lot. Here's a list of set bonus. Each piece with a set affix got a value that once several pieces put together will reach bracket that unlock more perk. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read them all. When you gear yourself, set bonus are very strong, but your main goal you want to reach is your passive bracket. Age stats give different buff. Most of the character can reach 2 or 3 of them even with green gear. There is something very important you guys need to know. In casual, there's 3 bracket. The first one is the basic one, the full gray. You only match with other players full gray. This is the best bracket to farm gold. The second one is full green. You can wear a single piece of blue and it's fine. But 2 pieces of blue or 1 piece of purple and you get ditch on the high gear bracket, which I do not recommend to go. The green gear bracket, the mid one, is the best bracket for PvP by far. When you'll be looking to make some gold, I suggest you to go naked like full grey on casual. The matchmaking will be more fair and it's easier to farm your things. There's 2 ways to farm your gold. Be silent and stay in your compounds and open every chest and loot everything and just leave with what you get. Usually you get a good amount. If you want to end up with more gold, you can farm the mini boss and the bosses and try to get the most blue as you can. For the werewolf, there's always a spot where you can chase it. For these locations, I like to use the pillar on the sides or the statue with the chest. And then, once it's stuck on something, you just Easy left click until he die. And there's the main reasons why I like to go farm on Grey Gear. When you have PvP, it's more fair. Like, you know that the other guys will be on the same gear than you, so you get all your chance to win. Like in other bracket, it's way harder to win a fight, especially when you're a beginner. If you are good at PvP on the mid-gear bracket, if you wear a full set of green, you can make a lot of gold also by looting other players. Werewolf may take a bit of time to kill, but they have a high chance to give blue and purple item, which in my opinion, worth spending the time killing it. Some stronger mobs also are good to farm, like the giant eye. They have a high chance to give green and blue and even purple. A bit lower than mini boss, but still worth farming. The goblin mage is also on this category. The giant tree are good also, a bit lower drop rate, but they worth farming. You should always ping the chest you pass by. If it turn red, it means that mimic or a player. I'll speed up the video instead of just cutting, so you guys gonna know approximately the road I take to farm. I just skip everything and go straight for the next giant eye. And I'm looting the chests in this area. There's a big chest and a small chest, which frequently give good items. When you find an elixir, be sure to consume it. You can consume one of each kind of elixir and it give a buff for the entire game, which at the end of the day give you a great advantage. For the next part, I'll be heading for the next werewolf in the forest. We can chase it in the river, but it's a bit complicated and not very safe. If you're good at just block and parry, you can just melee it. Otherwise, like here, in the very corners of the stone, you can cheese it, but it's unreliable. As you can see, I'm struggling keeping a safe distance of him, and I'll just end up meleeing it. In all the werewolf location, it's the only ones I have a bit of difficulty. All the other ones have a very easy safe spot we can use. I've made a video showing them all. And there we go, another blue item, nice. Right next to this werewolf, there's a golden chest. That's the reason why I'm killing it. The forest right there is very good to farm. Giant tree and lots of chests alongside NPC that have a higher drop rate of green items. But for the video, I'll just go straight to the next mini boss, the Axeman. This one has a lower drop rate than the werewolf, but it's extremely easy. Also, it's good to know that there's a static exit right there. You can see them in the minimap, not in every game it's open. The Axemans are pretty easy, you just need to kite them basically. Their weapon glowing white every time they are about to attack, so you just need to time your attacks in consequence and yeah. Except if you fail like me, you are not supposed to take many hits and they have very low HP compared to other mini-boss. That's why the blue items drop rate is lower than the werewolf probably. Let's speed this up a little bit. Well, I green item. I don't expect much of this mini boss. Usually I skip it because it's not really worth it. Also, the most important things you need to know to make more gold is to know the item value. A big longsword have the same value as a ring barely. So priorities is glove, boots and jewel over bigger item if you want to maximize the income you get at the end of the game. I did not have much item and didn't have to choose which one I picked cause I focused on mini boss and got less loot but more quality. So it's not really relevant for the game I played, but on normal games you might end up like needing to choose items and this knowledge gonna be very helpful. Alright, the items combined with the treasure ended up with like 15k gold. If you want a better income than that, there's only one way, being successful at PvP. Hope this video been helpful. Please leave a like in the comments. Have a good day everyone.